Well, hello there, all of my nieces and nephews. This is Auntie. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go ahead on and get into our viewers' thoughts, part two. And these thoughts are going to be based on the episode 6 of season 1 of Love After Lockup. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who've been with Auntie from the very beginning, thank you so much. So this week we've had a lot that was going on. Earlier, I dropped a little just a little video, a little something, something out there for you all about Garrett and his alleged girlfriend, Natural. Well, here's an update. The update is that allegedly Nellie was arrested for possession of marijuana. And guess who bailed her out? Garrett. So he allegedly, according to court documents, her bill was set at $2,000, and he bailed her out with his money. And he was dumb enough and sloppy enough, allegedly, to send the paperwork to Jonna's house. So of course, when Jonna, probably got the paperwork and saw that, her man that she has held down in prison for quite some time, bailed some other woman out of jail, I'm sure she has a lot to say. So anyway, but I am not going to belabor you long, because tonight is the night that we all have been waiting for. So I'm going to go ahead on and get into these viewers' thoughts. I hope that you all like these segments, because you know what? I find myself, I find myself enjoying doing them. Okay, so here we go. So, um, let's go to our first comment. So our first comment is from Siu's Soup Sahoo's Cyyoohos. It says, "You hit the nail on the head, Auntie. When I started watching this, I had a dispositioned to dislike the prisoners for using the people on the outside for commissary. But by the time I got to episode 5, I felt sorry for the prisoners. The users were really the ones on the outside." Thank you so much for your comment. And you know what? It seems that way too, at least with some of the couples. From my understanding, allegedly, the reason why we have seen the things, the pushback from Dominique is, yes, he has to be um, in a halfway home, but allegedly they're already married. And he doesn't like that she's going on with this storyline of having to get married and getting a tux and all of that kind of stuff. And with men, they don't like to, play the phony wony story and stuff like that. But allegedly, that's what's going on with them. So, you know what? We'll see. We will see, won't we? Now, also, I have another update. Scott, it appears that Scott hired this lawyer to try to get Lizzie out of jail. And the legal fees for getting her out of jail is $14,000. He holds himself responsible for these things that she's been accused of, because he's been the one who has been supplying her with money. Well, if you give me money to pay the rent and I decide to buy a pair of shoes, that doesn't make you culpable. But if I'm in jail and I'm asking, and you're sending me $12,000, then I just might be a little culpable. I'm just saying, I think that we're going to see that tonight on this episode, season 1, episode 7. Let's see, these couples are very, very interesting. We don't know if they're married, if they're not married, and really what kind of people they are. So, I think that a lot of us have been predispositioned to believe that the people who are incarcerated are the bad people. We come to find out that it could possibly be the people who on the outside that are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and feel like they have this, like they're better because they haven't been incarcerated, and so they kind of prey on the weak. And these people are not as weak as we believe them to be, or dumb. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay. So our next question is from Angela Liz D. Hi, Angela. She says, "Dear Lord, Mary is tripping. He is in a halfway house for God's sake. She's clueless to what is really going on. She's being selfish while trying to walk in any kind of heels." Laughing my ass off. Stop the heels, not cute. Thank you, Angela Liz D, for that comment. And you are so right, because girlfriend cannot walk in heels of any kind. She needs to wear flat shoes, but I think, she's probably one of those, Jersey girls who likes to be, in heels all the time. Me, because I'm, working corporate America, I travel back and forth in flats and tennis shoes and stuff like that, and I'm very comfortable with that. And when I get to work, I lift it up a little bit and put my heels on. I have so many shoes that are underneath my desk. And I have shoes, of almost every color, so that I can coordinate them with my outfit and stuff like that. So maybe she needs to do that. Just keep them in the back of your car in a little bag, something, 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 something. So our next question is from Jen. She says, "Auntie, these people are crazy. They want the ring, the proposal. The marriage is a tunnel vision end goal with no thoughts to whether their mate is well or functioning well in society or can adjust to life in society, let alone if this is feasible, if this is a feasible mate for them to enter in such a commitment with." And that's true, because you know what? They think that they know these people, because they've been writing them and have had this little pen pal type of relationship with them. But you know what? You don't know a person until you live with them or you have to work with them. I don't know what it is. It just seems like all the women are so ready to be married. And for them, they've been in these long-term commitments. For the guys or the guys and the women that have been in prison, they're just getting their freedom. And so, they're really on two separate pages, although, I know that they probably make a lot of plans for the future. Because, I mean, think about it. If you behind bars for any number of minutes. I don't care, for me, if it's 5 minutes. I'm going to be thinking about what I'm going to do when I get on the outside. And I probably would just about tell you anything. I don't know. But, yeah. I don't know why these women think that marriage is just everything. They just do. I mean, you have a man that you meet every day on the street, and you have to see whether or not he's somebody who can adjust to your lifestyle. I have a really, really rough lifestyle right now. As many of you all know, I am back in school, and so that's why you haven't really been seeing a lot of me, because I have to try to acclimate myself to, now being a mom and working, and now squeezing school. And so I've got a whole lot of stuff that is going on with me right now. And so the last thing that any man needs to be doing is trying to date your auntie. But they trying it. Yeah, they tried. La 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 la. The Aaron F said, "I almost couldn't watch this show this week. These women are an embarrassment to women. Mary takes poor Dominic to a tuxedo shop. She should have taken him to get a steak. The poor sales lady was so uncomfortable. Thank you, the Aaron F, for your comment. You're absolutely correct. Again, we talk about the same thing. There's a resounding number of comments that talk about Mary and her, her pursuit of being married, to the fact, to the point that she would, have Dominique straight out of prison, going somewhere. But you know what is, if you remember when they were in the car, that was the first thing that the mother brought up, past high. So, this has really been a fantasy of hers. And it's unfortunate because really her life has stopped at the time that, he smacked somebody in the club. She said that she had only been with him for 30 days before he went to jail. So really, she doesn't have anything, and her whole life just stopped at that moment and at that time. It's really unfortunate because, like, there's so many things that a woman can do with her life that are centered around her and being the best you that you can be, as opposed to just sitting and putting everything on hold in hopes that you marry this individual, whether they're in or out of jail. And a lot of women prioritize marriage and kids and things like that. Now, it has to be balanced because you don't want everything to just be about having a career either. You want to make sure that you balance out everything, but there are some women who, their whole existence, like Mary said, is to be there for a man, or to have a man in their life. You got those girlfriends that's just always dating somebody. And Mary seems like that kind of girl. She said that she always dated a bunch of roughnecks and, guys who were on the other side of the tracks and so on and so forth. And so here it is. She's met this guy and she's been holding on to this same fantasy. Like, people change over time. Um, these people crazy. These people crazy. Okay, so we have a comment from DJ Coco Joe. Hi. She says, hey, Auntie and cousins. Auntie, it really does seem like Dom is taking being out of prison serious and trying to get his life together. Unfortunately, Mary doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation. Every scene they are in together, it looks like his wheels are turning and he's thinking of a plan to drop her like a ton of bricks. Great review. Looking forward to Sunday. Thank you, DJ Coco Joe, for your comment. Again, as I said, comment after comment after comment has been on this particular couple. Let me see if I can find something that is on our girl Allah and James. Let's see. But resounding, I mean, like, really, seriously, the majority of the comments have been on this particular couple because I think you all was tied and through. I think that we all were, to see that kind of behavior. So I'm not gonna go into a Okay, so what's really basically happening right now is that this thing doesn't want to load any more questions. So let's see. I don't know why it doesn't want to load, but it doesn't want to load. YouTube has been having a lot of problems. I don't know how many of you all are actually YouTubers, but it has been having a lot of problems lately. I'm hoping that this video goes up successfully. You know what I'm saying? Let's just hope. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have a comment from Katie Windsor. Hi, Katie. Katie says, knick knack, patty whack, give a dog a bone. Auntie, you just kill me. Lamar, no woman is worth 18 more months. Andrea is not safe for you. She will knock you out in a heartbeat. Angela Child, Tony only call for cash. Take those clothes back. Take the money you've been sending him and go to a dentist. Get a facial. Spend some money on your hair. Burn your clothes and buy your own self some nice things. Good. Here we go again. Y'all know I gotta always get that out. What is that? Okay. Once you've gotten your hair fixed, hit up Sephora. Okay. Kathy Windsor. Okay, did you just read her full makeover? All right. So I absolutely agree. She really does need to do something for herself. And again, like I said, that's what I'm saying. You know, these women wrap their whole lives around taking care of men. And I'm not to say that it's not to say that men don't do the same thing, because some men do. But she really does need to fix herself up. I mean, you know, I think that they think because these people are felons and in prison that they don't want to see a beautiful woman, and that they don't want you to be, you know, because these people are basically on the come up, and they're like, you know, hey, I need a stable address when I get out of prison. But they also want to have somebody who is worth something and who has some value, because if not, you know, you're going to lose them anyway. I don't care who you are. You know, fix yourself up, women. There's another show that I review on this channel called Married at First Sight. And there's a young lady in particular who just doesn't fix herself up. And she just thinks that, you know, it's okay to walk around and to look a certain way. Now, there are days when I have bad hair days, like if I'm going to the gym or I'm just picking something up really quick, but you know, I have natural hair. And so I can kind of get away with it. But to just on a regular basis, not fix yourself up, not do something to beautify yourself, not do something to pamper yourself, to get a facial or to go to Sephora's and buy a nice foundation and eyeliner and lipstick and maybe a wig or so, or get your, you know, your eyebrows tweezed, your nails done, a pedi, a mani. Women, we have to take care of ourselves, because at the end of the day, you only have one life to live, and you want to live that life happy and beautiful. And a lot of times women are envious and jealous of other women who fix themselves up. And until you can get up on your feet and start buying really expensive makeup and stuff like that, there is nothing in the world wrong with buying something or doing something for yourself to cheer yourself up, or to beautify yourself, or to just make yourself feel good for the day. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And it's such a good feeling to, you know, to sit and have a glass of wine and a nice little pedicure. Most of them, at least in this area, they're not even over $20. I mean, you know, you can get the ones that we get, and they're like $38 for a pedi. But you know what? Even if it's not in your budget, just save a little bit so that you can put that in your budget and you can feel good about yourself. Because there's nothing like feeling really good about yourself. And one of the other things that I always suggest to women who are like on budgets and have a lot of kids, or just other responsibilities where they're not, you know, able to spend a lot of money, always do something on the, you know, on the inside to help yourself feel good. There's nothing more sensual and sexual and feminine than to have a nice pair of panties and a bra, a new bra, even if nobody ever sees it. To have that on and to step out into the world with that undergarment on, it just makes you feel different. I mean, I don't know why I'm going down this path. Maybe it's for somebody, but sometimes we get in ruts and we can freeze ourselves in the past, like we see these women doing. But you know what? When you get a chance, just go and get you a nice little bra and a pair of panties that matches it. And then the next day, put it on under your clothes and then go out into the world and see if it doesn't make you feel better. And when you do it, write it down in the comment section so that I know. But anyway, we got a lot of men that be out here, so let me move on with that. Okay, men, don't y'all be dating no woman with no dirty drawers. Okay. Make sure that woman got her undergarments and stuff together. Seriously, it really should. It really does matter. And Mary is, she ain't getting no treatments on her. We ain't even gonna go down. No name says, I'm not sure, but to me, Draya Allah does look like she is using again. To me, it look like she's having withdrawals. Quite a few people have said that. She probably had a stash hidden in her apartment, or maybe she met up with someone to get a little something something while the cameras were following James at that job interview. She seems to be agitated every time James speaks and jumpy, and her speech is not right, and I believe something is going on. Thank you so much, No Name, for that comment. And you know what the thing about it is, as we see with Lizzie and quite a other people, there's drugs in the jail. So she may have had a supplier or something like that while she was in jail, and now that she's on the outside, she's having the withdrawals. Because it's mighty funny that she's really getting sick. I don't know if it's going to be this episode or the last one where we're going to see that she's going to be really, 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 really ill. And she hasn't been out of jail long enough to even say that she's pregnant. So I don't even know where she's getting that crap from. But and if she's pregnant, maybe she's pregnant by something or someone else, called heroin. And so I'm just hoping that she's not using. But I think that everybody is kind of speculating the same thing and thinking the same thing that she's using. But she could have been very well using in jail, because it looks like there's nothing in jail that you can get on the on the outside. You can get the same thing on the outside that you can get on the inside. You just probably have to know the right people, have the right connections. I don't think that it was in her bedroom, because I don't think it would even probably be still any good. But I do believe that she's a little off. Something is wrong. Um, I don't know. Tony, Tangi Streeter said Tony was in his homeboy's basement. He is playing Angela. Oh my God, that room was bright as hell. That was not a jail. I was dying when he asked for more money and she said okay. And then Robin Yaisky said, Tangi Streeter, he is hustling her and not caring. It is so sad. It is sad as a person who dated someone I should have left a long time ago. I feel for her. She thinks she can buy his love. It's obvious it is a one-sided relationship. Thank you, Tangi Streeter and y'all, Robin Yaisky. And let me say this, I've had quite a few women who have reached out to me in the comment sections and in my Gmail account, giving me stories about dating prisoners and felons. And so you know what? You all have firsthand information on how this thing works and how it feels and waiting on somebody. I know guys who have gone to jail, but they've gone to juvie centers or stuff like that, and they turn around and get back out, and that type of stuff, the little street drugs. They not like no real kingpins or nothing like that, armed robberies. And well, no, I know some. But Tony did seem like he was up in somebody's basement. Maybe he was in the rec room at the gym. Maybe he's in a lighter facility. To me, I felt like he was already in a halfway house somewhere, that he had already been transported there, because it looks like he was kind of almost in some type of different kind of facility. I don't know. I know that he was able to FaceTime her. And I don't understand, how prisons vary from one prison to another, because Lizzie is in trouble for having a cell phone, yet he's able to have a cell phone and FaceTime. So I don't get it. I guess It depends on what your sentence is or what your sentence is not. The hell if I know. All I know is that something to me seemed like it was up. And of course, he said at the end, I want, I need some money. I feel sorry for people who are being used. Um, um, Robin, I'm sorry that your relationship did not work out with the guy that you were dating. This every time I do these shows, I am always meeting nieces and nephews and some people who are not subscribers who tell me about their life experiences. And through this channel, we all come together as a family. There's something that connects us to these programs, whether it's out of curiosity or whether it's out of experience. And I'm so thankful for this family. There is a Facebook channel that has been set up just for you. Your cousin Sarah and your cousin Miss Michelle have set up a private Facebook channel, a Facebook page just for you all. It is called CUZZY Corner. This Facebook page has been made with you in mind. It's for you all to get to know each other on a deeper level. Auntie will not be on this Facebook page because, again, like I said, I'm in school, back in school. My classes will be finished in April, so I don't have a lot of time between everything else that I'm doing. But I want this family to continue to grow, and so does Sarah, and so does Miss Michelle. When you get an opportunity, please go there and join. You're going to be asked a couple of questions. You must be a subscriber in order to join the group, and we will be verifying that. Okay, so that's just a small thing. Most of you all are subscribed to me here anyway. What else updates do I have? Okay, I'll see you on tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be live and in living color at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time that is in your time zone, but it is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for being here. I will be loading my video tonight. I guess in the wee hours in the morning, be on the lookout for it. Tonight, if you are up and available. I love you all to pieces, and I hope that you liked the viewers' thoughts. Bye.